Hello and welcome. This is Football Planet, your best bet on Pan-African television, Africanews. Over here, we talk everything football. My name is Juliet Boa. So coming up, it is raining beach soccer in Nigeria as the 2016 Africa Beach Soccer Cup of Nations tournament kickstart. And we bring you the very latest from Nigeria. We continue with our countdown to Afcon 2017 with a special highlight on Group B. Also, the draw for the round of 16 of the UEFA Champions League has been held. Who meets who? We'll have all the details. Please stay with us. So in our continuing coverage of the previews of the teams competing at next year's Afcon, this week we throw the spotlight on Group B. One group that may as well turn out to be exciting is that particular group which stocks the Desert Foxes of Algeria, the Carthage Eagles of Tunisia, and the informed West African side Senegal, as well as the Warriors of Zimbabwe.
Group B of the Afcon 2017 in Gabon stands out as one of the groups with interesting sides, and fans are anticipating for some edge of the seat action in the group that comprises of big names like Tunisia, Algeria and Senegal. Having last won the trophy in 1990, the Desert Foxes of Algeria have recently managed to rebuild a competitive team after a long time crossing the desert. They are among the favourites as they make their 17th appearance in the continental showpiece. Algeria's attacking powerhouse will be their major asset going into the competition, led by Leicester City striker Riyad Mahrez. For the Foxes to win their second ever Afcon title, they will have to keep defensive errors in check and toughen up to face their physical opponents. After being bundled out in the quarter-finals of the Afcon 2015 by host Equatorial Guinea, Tunisia's Carthage Eagles are pumped up to post better results in Gabon as they make their 18th Afcon appearance. The 2004 African champions will leverage on their tightly knit team whose backbone is made up of local players. But to reach the helm of continental glory this time, Tunisia will have some work to do on the quality of their defense. After maintaining a 100% record in the qualifiers with 6 wins in 6 games, Senegal's Teranga Lions are more than confident. As they make their 14th Afcon appearance, they will be hoping to follow the route traced by the 2002 squad, which lost to Cameroon in the final in Bamako, Mali. On the touchline, Senegal will have the youngest coach in the tournament, 40-year-old Aliou Cisse. They boast a quality squad reinforced by brilliant internationals such as Lazio striker Keita Balde. The Warriors of Zimbabwe are the underdogs in Group B. This will only be their 3rd Afcon appearance, and they would certainly want to make it past the group stages. With its outsider status, Zimbabwe's squad comprises South Africa Premier League-based players. They could be the surprise package in the group, keeping in mind they held off Guinean side Sili Nacional in the qualifier playoffs.
So my colleague Narcisse Ndumbia with that particular report. So we have been speaking to coach of Zimbabwe national team, Callistus Pasoa, who has been telling us about the side's chances about the upcoming Afcon.
We are also going in there as underdogs because we were the lowest ranked team. But we are not intimidated. We believe in ourselves and we are going to Gabon to compete and not to make up numbers. With national teams, you can never have enough time with players because they have contractual obligations with their club. However, we have played friendly matches against Zambia and Tanzania, and we have more matches against Cote d'Ivoire, Cameroon, and possibly Egypt. So, yes, friendlies are on the card. Every game will be tough, whether it's Algeria, Senegal, or Tunisia. We have the group games to worry about first, then we take it from there. For us, maybe to finish on the top 2 teams in the group, then we move on from there. And I'm one person who also maybe for me to go to compete in Gabon. On my CV, I'm one person who is on cloud 9. So it will be very, very good also on my side if I proceed to the next round. Winning a trophy, it will be a bonus to us.
So on the fine beaches of Lagos and Nigeria, Africa's beach soccer players will go marching in. And when they do from Tuesday, it will start the beginning of weeks of pure action on sand. So 8 teams are competing for honors and with a qualification for 2 to the FIFA Beach Soccer World Cup 2017 in the Bahamas at stake. It sure should be attractive. Ayodele Ibidapo speaks for the local organizing committee of the Beach Soccer Afcon 2016, and he has joined us here on Football Planet. Thanks so much for your time. What kind of tournament are we expecting in terms of overall team's performance?
Well, we expect a very good host in Lagos. The last time Lagos hosted the rest of Africa was the Africa Cup of Nations, Ghana, Nigeria 2000. So Lagos has been yearning, to host the rest of Africa. And then we also have overall improvements from the teams. So we should expect an improved performances from all the teams that will be participating at Beach Soccer Afcon 2016. Everything is set from where the teams will lodge, to the stadium and the fixtures and how they will fare. The Madagascans are the defending champions, very fantastic team. They did very well at Seychelles, and they are hoping to come get that. But they will battle Nigeria, battle Ivory Coast, for this. But we expect fantastic hosting of this particular tournament.
It sure promises to be very interesting. You're still watching Football Planet here on Africanews. And we go to Egypt now, where there is simmering tension amidst threats of boycotts of the National Football League by some teams. Their reason? Bad officiating. So far, the likes of Zamalek, Ali, and Ismaili have all threatened to quit the Egyptian league. So Egyptian sports journalist Marwan Ahmed has joined me to make sense of what is exactly happening. Thanks, Marwan, for joining me here on Football Planet. What is the background to the current boycott we are experiencing in the Egyptian league?
The current level of officiating in Egypt has not been good for the past season or two. We can say that it has all imploded at the moment with the clubs warning that they'll forfeit the league. We've seen a lot of clubs led by Zamalek when Murtada Mansour, the president, said that they would forfeit unless some certain referees were not to officiate again in the league, and even the big names, the big bosses in the refereeing committee were stripped of the roles. But it's not something that would have happened anyway, because we know that a team that forfeits the league goes back to the 4th division. So Zamalek wouldn't afford that. Everyone knew that Zamalek would go back on their word. They've done it. Murtada Mansour has done it twice before, I think so. The issue here isn't whether they boycott or not, it's whether the boycott will help the smaller teams or not. I don't see this happening because the Egyptian Football Association hasn't even helped in any way. The refereeing decisions always go with the big two, Zamalek or Ahli, leaving aside the smaller teams who get hurt.
Marwan, tell me, what is the Egyptian FA saying in all this?
The Egyptian FA has to stand by the referees. They can't just say, okay, our referees are making mistakes. So far, they've been defending the referees. They've been defending the committee. What they actually did is that they have finally announced that there will be foreign referees coming to lecture the Egyptian referees after the Egyptian referees had for so long refused this option. They wouldn't want to get lectured by foreign referees, but finally, after a lot of outbreak, as we've seen with the teams in the league, they finally agreed to it. So when the league stops before the African Cup of Nations, so we're hoping that this might change stuff, but still, it's a lot of politics involved that I don't think it will matter much.
Thank you so much for your time. So to The UEFA Champions League now, and Europe's football royals are ready to do battle after getting to know their opponents for the round of 16 in the UEFA Champions League. A draw has been held to so much anticipation of just who is what of Europe. Let's take a look at the parents from the draw which took place in Lyon on Monday. Right, so in other news, Real Madrid star Cristiano Ronaldo has for the 4th time been named winner of the prestigious football award Ballon d'Or. So Ronaldo beat off direct competition from rival Lionel Messi and his Barcelona teammate Luis Suarez to win the 2016 prize. Of the 30 nominees, Ronaldo's success made him the obvious choice. So under the year in review, he scored 48 goals in 52 games for the club and country. So a ceremony was held in Paris without the Portuguese player present to take the award. Ronaldo is currently on duty in Japan at the Club World Cup, and this year's Ballon d'Or was organized by the original right owners France Football after it ended its arrangement with FIFA, who have also launched a parallel award scheme. So time now to see the best shots of the week in images. So that's it from us here on Football Planet. Join us same time next week. My name is Juliet Boa. Stay on side.